Spice Girls.
You're kidding.
Rihanna's more of a hit maker than like an album like maker.
I'm gonna give it to Kalani because she has the hair, the body, the tattoos.
Rihanna was a hit maker through like the 2005 through 2015 period.
I'm like, oh shit! Like, I'm your boy Q. This is your boy D.
What's up, YouTube? Back today with another banger. And as always, y'all see the thumbnail before you pop in this bitch. Yes, it's Riri time. Today we ranking my top 10 Rihanna songs. As y'all know, she gonna be doing it big this year. She doing the Super Bowl, and you know she may do some more music. She dropped that "Lift Me Up" last year. It was alright. It was okay. It was okay. But we was just so happy to hear from her. That was the the news for that. So yeah, today I'm just gonna do my favorite. Well, I'm not gonna say my favorite. I'm gonna say like my top 10 Rihanna songs. Like, because if I did a favorite list, it'd probably be like 50, 60 songs easily. But I want to rank like my top 10 or whatnot. And before I even go into it, it's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. Like, I know your list may look totally different from mine. That's okay. You put your list down in the bottom. Like, subscribe. Put your list down in the bottom. Tell me if you want her to make another album, another song this year. Are you looking forward to the Super Bowl performance? And if you watch this after the Super Bowl performance, did you love it? Okay? So let's hop into it, you guys. Let's start at number 10. Well, I got the ball with number 10. Okay, my number 10 song is Pon De Replay. And Pon De Replay is the reason why it'll always be relevant with Rihanna is because it was her first single. And the fact that, you know, your first singles always remember, like, what made you relevant? What made you hot? You know what I'm saying? And Pon De Replay, definitely you hear all of her roots in that song. Definitely raw Rihanna. It's not like one of her best songs, but I have to put it in my top 10 because it's what put her on. So, it's, like I said, it's definitely island vibes on it, but you know, it's where she's from, Barbados, you know what I'm saying? You know, she blew up from doing covers from other artists. So, you know, her putting her little island vibe on like the song she was singing, that would really, you know, made it go crazy. So, number 10, Pon De Replay. You know, let's get into number 9. All right, my number 9 track is, you know, you saw Unfaithful. You know what I'm saying? And why it like correlated with me and why it connected was basically because, okay, one of my favorite movies growing up was Unfaithful. Diane Lane, really great. The ending is crazy. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. One of the classics, you know what I'm saying? And then the lyrics in it were just so raw. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be the reason why. You don't, bitch. You fucking don't. And they were so good to me, yo. Like I said, it was a really good song. And what the thing that, you know, just because it connected with the movie, that was just the added plus. But I think it's her best song off her second album. She wasn't the full her yet because, you know, her first album was just, let me show you what I got. Second, I'm evolving to a pop star. And when she did Making It Unfaithful came, it's great. The piano on it is just phenomenal. And Unfaithful, my number 9 spot. So, number 8, you just saw Bitch Better Have My Money. It was co-written by Kanye West and it was co-produced by Kanye West. And it's like, that's some hard shit. Like, I don't see how that's not such a relatable song for everybody. Like, I mean, just listen to it. Bitch better have my money. Point blank, period. Number 7. All right, okay. At number 7, the reason why I talk that talk was number 7 is in my top 10 because I feel like her and Jay-Z don't really miss. It's also one of her edgy, cocky songs. And you know what I'm saying? A lot of songs with women, they put, like I state this in every video where I have a female artist. Females are putting you on game when you listen to their music. Talk that talk. she want to hear that shit, bruh. If you really trying to get it, she want to hear that shit. So you better tell her that shit. Talk that talk. Jay-Z had a good verse. You know, I be trying to chill. Bitches want to fuck me. You know, every little city I go, fuck me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, love it. They both were overly cocky and it fit for the song. So, talk that talk, number 7. All right, into my next track. If we had Jay-Z at 7 and they don't miss, we gotta bring them back in this bitch. So Umbrella. Besides the catchy hook, you know, y'all check out. I'm doing a podcast with my boy Robert and whatnot. And while we was on our podcast, all the description gonna be down below and everything. And we was talking about the Grammys, and we brought up this song ABCDEFU. It was like really one of the corniest songs I ever heard, but this nigga put a great point in my head. Like, if you can get such an electric hook to stay in somebody's head and repeat over and over and over and over and over and over, that's some good fucking writing, bruh. That's some good writing. So when he made that point, I was like, dang, that's great. And I really feel like that with Umbrella. Now, even though I feel like the song is really content uplifting, like you can stand under my, it's, you know, coming together. You know, everybody loves to go back for that catchy ass hook. Brella, 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 eh, eh. And we having some fun. But, you know, we got a mix of both in there. You know what I'm saying? So I also want to highlight that point for it, because with you having an electric hook can really make the song, and that really does make great writing. So number 6, Umbrella. All right, my number 5. Let me get some apple juice right quick. Shout out to the Go House, apple juice. But my number 5 track is, you know, you see them all before. But the reason why I picked my We Found Love was because, of course, you know, We Found Love in the Deuces. Chris Brown and Rihanna was going through it. I was so devastated the night I was watching the Grammys, and before I even knew about the information that came out when they showed the empty seats of Rihanna and Chris Brown, I was like, man, something happened. Like, something terrible happened. And I hate what they went through, but what they went through gave us great fucking music, bro. We Found Love, of course we know. The Chris Brown lookalike is in the video. Come on, man. And then Deuces, everybody know who he talking about. The remix was fire. Fire. I'm telling you, man, like, they both went crazy on their rebound joints. And like I say, the We Found Love is definitely, if you're not into pop music, you're not going to love that song. You're not going to love it. Like, all Riri fans have heard it, but if you haven't heard the song, if you're not into pop, it's not going to be a song for you. But it's a really good song. Like I said, it's an up song, even though, you know, the lyrics in it are kind of like, you know, toxic and you know, true, but like I don't take that away from it being a great song. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely one of those up songs for me. I love it. I love watching the video. It's so like, you know, ratchet kind of, but it still works. So We Found Love, number 5, Riri. All right. So, okay. Number 4, this one, it got so, y'all, it took me 2 weeks to make this list because it was that hard, yo. It was that hard. Like Rihanna was like my thing in high school and like when I was coming up. But the older I got, I did kind of, you know, rear off from her, but I never like got rid of my like favorite Riri tracks. And Pour It Up, like the video really sealed it for me because I felt the video was very erotic and it was euphoric, and I did love how she presented it. At this point, Rihanna had already went bad. The good girl is gone. And then the Pour It Up just made it like, I love it. It's kind of like a strip club anthem. You know what I'm saying? But we all love to have a little fun. Yeah, so does Riri. And she showed her fun on that track. Pour It Up, I love it. One of my favorite Rihanna tracks. If I go like a month or so without listening to Riri, this song is always around the top for where I just go and listen to because it just gets me, you know, there. So Pour It Up, Riri, number 4. All right. Now, y'all saw my number 3. And the thing is, with my 3, 2, and 1, they can be number 1 on any day of the week. On any day of the week. It just depends on my mood. And the reason why I had Disturbia at number 3 was because, you know, it's more of my past. Like, my energy in that sound isn't as relevant now, but I really loved the song when it came out. A little backstory on Disturbia. It was a movie with Shia LaBeouf.
Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it!
He was one of my favorite actors growing up. Even Stevens is one of my favorite shows of all time. Like, what's the nigga that always ate bacon? What the fuck he was up to? What the fuck is he up to or whatnot? But they are my bad, y'all. But Disturbia, it was Shia LaBeouf made a movie called Disturbia, and that's literally one of the only reasons I like watched it, to listen to the track and to see Shia LaBeouf on it, like, do his thing. Like, it was a good movie, and I don't find myself going back to listen to it as often, but I love it. It was her rock when she was in her rock pop stage. It's a real chaotic song, and I love it. The video, like, she's so good with visuals. Riri is so great with visuals, and Disturbia is one of her better examples of it. When she met her pop and rock climax, it was Disturbia. It's a really great song, give you gothic vibes, but it's just really great. On any day, that song could be number 1 for me. It just depends for the mood. So, Disturbia, number 3. All right. And this, let's get into number 2, y'all. I'm telling you, Skin.
You got me moaning now. Like, I got a secret that
freaky. I'm turning that shit on and I'm going crazy. The Loud album, it gets a lot of shit. It is her most pop album, but I feel like it's one of her best albums. Her best pop songs came on there, from Only Girl, S&M, some great ballads on there, California King Bed, and I think Skin is just the cherry on top. It's the perfect love sex song. Like I said, by this point, Rihanna was already good girl gone bad, and she was so edgy in everything that she did. And I thought Skin was just the perfect balance of, like, rough love sex. Skin, so amazing. Like I said, could be number 1 on any day. Off the Loud album, I think it's off the Loud album. It's one of the last songs on the track. I mean, on the album. I think it's on like 11 songs on there. And I think, like, that's why it's so great. The album is so great for me, because the album is really good all the way through, but then the best is at the end. So it makes me go through everything just to get to the end. And Skin is such a phenomenal track. But before I get into my number 1, here's some honorable mentions for you guys. All right, and my number 1 song, you guys, is Rude Boy was a global phenomenon. So when I told you my top 3 Rihanna songs gave me 3 different vibes, I go chaotic with Disturbia, I can go kind of freaky love with Skin, but with Rude Boy, I just feel like a cool ass nigga. She goes back to her island vibes with the song, and it's the best she ever done. Better than Pon De Replay. Anything she ever done with Barbados in it, like, nothing beats Rude Boy. I love the lyrics to it. Like I say, that aggressive Riri, that I'm a bad bitch Riri, it's hard to beat. Riri is one of the top selling artists of our generation and any fucking generation. And Rude Boy would be the perfect example of Rihanna. It's a real catchy song. You can dance to it. It feels good. I think one thing with the song, though, that a lot of people kind of like correlate to it well, because a lot of people who listen to Rihanna think that Rated R is one of her top albums. And I think it's up there too, you know. And when she had such a hit like that where the whole world could relate to, you know, she got a bunch of good songs, like Photographs, one of the most underrated songs ever. Love Photographs. G4L, Great song. She had the hard track with Jeezy on there, which is still one of my favorite songs ever, and that barely missed this list, y'all. But I know that's why Rude Boy does get a lot more love, because Rated R is one of her better projects or whatnot. And I hope she plays Rude Boy at the... Fuck yeah, I hope she play any one of these motherfuckers at the Super Bowl or whatever. And if she did, and if you see this by the time she did, you know if she did or not. So, yeah. Those are my top Rihanna songs. Like I said, I'm gonna come back and get some with her. I'm gonna probably rank her discography because she's one of the artists. Like there's a lot of artists that I've like listened to their discography from top to bottom, but Rihanna's one of the ones that I've heard her discography from top to bottom multiple times. And you know, I know she's popular or whatnot, and she has it, but you know, she's just good like that. You know, and I don't want to take away anything away from other people that have contributed to her, but she is the main dish for her, you know, music and product. So, yeah, those are my top 10 Rihanna songs. Y'all like, subscribe, you know, comment down below what you want me to do next with Riri. But like I said, I'm gonna rank her discography. And yeah. So we out. Thank y'all so much. Y'all tune into the next episode, and may the best of your todays